Oh, hey guys, it's me again. Just wanted to make a video to do a quick build update. So I replaced the fans. Wasn't liking the temperatures that I was getting with the Corsair QLs. So I went with the EK Barter Evos, the Y edition. This ones, they push a lot of air. Because I mean that's basically what they're meant. They're built for static pressure, and also they pull a lot of air. Go all the way up to 2200 RPM, which is it gets loud, but it's actually not needed. So I just I kept those as intake, and they do a fantastic job as intake fans, and that one as exhaust. So I actually turn it away. I'm getting now at idle around 32 degrees water temperature. Getting usually what I play is Warzone, and the temperatures that I get usually 60 to 61 CPU temps, which is kind of high to what I was expecting, but I guess the 5900Xs, they run hot. I have PBO 2.0 actually set up for the CPU to have a negative 25 offset on voltages. So the voltages actually, they fluctuate. They go from 1.2 to 1.4 and up and down depending on the CPU frequency. The graphics card, on the other hand, on Warzone, it goes all the way to 49 to 51 maximum. The hotspot you can see is sometimes at 65, which is actually pretty good compared to it's a big GPU. 6900 XT pushing over 300 watts. That's pretty good temperature. Now if I want to play, let's say, Dirt Rally 2.0 or Assetto Corsa Competizione, it goes all the way to 60 to 65, and the hotspot jumps up to 80, which actually makes the graphics card to thermal throttle. It goes from the 2700 megahertz that I have it set up to down to 2600, which is still not bad. I mean, I get over 130 frames per second at 4K, which is plenty to put to game. Anything over 60 is actually pretty good. But I want to see if I can control the temperatures a little bit more. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be installing a third radiator on the side. Some people have actually done it. I've never seen a video on YouTube, or none that I can actually find. I was thinking also on changing the CPU block for the new Velocity 2, but I don't want to wait until February. Really not into pre-order, because I'm going to be looking at the tracking status every day. So yeah, we're gonna put a 30 mil thick 360 rad. We're probably gonna have to remove the little blank that the Lian lead comes with, and probably move it out of the way so we can rearrange it. The second pipe, that one over there, is gonna actually turn that way, and that pipe is basically gonna point to where the radiator is. So all we're gonna need for this is gonna be a 90, like this, another of those fittings, and maybe a 5 to 7.5 mil extender, just to actually just use a 90 instead of cutting tubes. We probably can use the straight line that already is in position. We can probably bend it that way, so that way the only thing that we need to is just to reuse that fitting over there. I'll also change from clear fluid to their Mystic Fog. And I'm happy to report that it's been probably, what, like 2-3 months already, and it actually still looks pretty good, and no clogging, because that was the other thing that I was afraid of. So I'll be back once I have all the parts complete, and we'll just go over what I have and what the plan of attack is. All right, see you in a bit.
Much later.
All right, so here we are. So this is the back end of the the back side of the Lian Li, the O11 XLs. This will have to move into this part, and this fans, I'm probably gonna swap them out with the with the E case, because they're thinner. They're already test fitted the back, and with this fence, it's gonna be really tight for the rear panel to cover it up. So let me get into this assembly and draining the system, which I overfilled it. So yeah, it's gonna be tough because I'm gonna have to turn the case around and do all kinds of shit. Yeah, let's get to it. And while I'm at it, I'm actually also gonna open the blocks to see how they are because of the Mr. Fogger thing. And let's see. Here are the other things that we're gonna be using. So we're gonna be using a PrimoChill, the Eximo SX, a slim radiator. So it's a 360 by 30 mils. We're gonna be using 2 of these. So 1 for each end of the radiator. And we're gonna be reusing the one that we already have on the distro for the 90-degree fitting. This is just a random bag of assortment bolts. This is a 7.5 mil extender for this to line up with the radiator, but let's see how it works. And if we do any cutting, a PrimoChill finishing bit. It's actually pretty good to get a smooth finish. The filler, and this is to recover anything that I empty from my system.
Many unbearable hours later.
Okay, so here's where we at. Mounted the rad and the fans. We still got a little bit to do. So that is a 7.5. A 5 would have been money, but I can still make that work. It's not gonna be a problem. It's gonna be tight. So the door has to actually come into this hinge, and this thing is like right there. But we can push it. It's not gonna be a problem. Or it probably will. I don't care though. It's there.
One eternity later.
All right. Job done. I mean, still gotta put the cover that goes here. Don't even mind that. You can see there. Tube. So I just reused the same straight line, just made a curve, and it works. Clean up the block. It wasn't that bad. It was definitely not clean. The graphics card, which is really not even, not even that much. You can see there. Actually, it works. I had to remove one screw, that screw over there. Like that one right there. You can see it now. The only issue is that, well, you'll have to leave with a radiator side because the D5 pump doesn't allow any fans. If I would have gone with a, with a traditional pump reservoir or pump reservoir combo, it would have been, it would have fit, no problems. But yeah, I mean, I like it. Now let's pressure test it, leak test it, and fire it up, and hopefully I get better temperatures. If not, oh well. I had fun, and I was bored. Alrighty. All right, so it's been leak testing for the last 2 hours. Pump full speed. If you want to know how to do it, just unplug the RPM signal, and the pump goes to full speed by default. D5 pound pumps, bro. Look at that. Yeah, there you have it. She's working good. Idle temperature 22 degrees actually. Wow, that's really good. And this is 2 hours. That's not bad. From 28, almost 30. Well, it's also open case. If anything, I'll just probably upload tomorrow. And we'll probably put it in the comments if what it actually settles to, because it has no monitor, or no display connected. I'm not even using the web browsing, like this is it. So I guess once I start using the computer, I should be able to report exactly how it's doing. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, nice little project. Oh, PrimoChill radiators, bro. Go with it. I mean, they don't charge you extra. You get any color you want. And quality is on point. Oh, also you get sour patches, so, you know, they care for you. All right, boys. Bye-bye.